Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. That's it. The only way that we get more of the gas condensates is from natural gas. And the only way you get natural gas is from the actual natural gas wells. And I didn't realise that. That's new to me. So we've got 2.3 million over there. We got any more anywhere? Doesn't look like it. There's no more available at the moment. Well, anyway, yeah, so, like, this bit in here, you make this through fish farming, and you can make a massive, great big area of that, and so you can go and get these bits, and then we've got we can get the oil over here, and that's another thing that I just want to quickly check out. So the actual multi-phase oil, you can only get that by pulling it up out of the ground. If we go to craft, right here it's got to empty the barrel or from an oil well. But if we go to the crude oil bit and craft, multi-phase oil. Oh. Right, so crude oil, again, is a single-step process. So it is just the raw gas bit. It's that one there, raw gas. That's the only one that we get through the fish farming. I thought there was a way to get some of the others through the fish farming. I know that you can end up getting fuel oil and naphtha through the fish farming. If I go there and I go to craft, and here we've got 10 different ways of doing it. Get crude oil and gas, crude oil and hydrogen. We got carbon monoxide synthesis gas it can make, gas condensates and natural gas liquids. That needs the gas condensates again. And this is a slight problem, because we don't have any of those coming in at the moment. More gas condensates wanted right there. Here I can make mineral oil and naphtha using hydrogen and coal. And then we've got, like, the heavy oil. So, yeah, like, there's ways and means, but I genuinely thought that with the oil here, with crude oil, I genuinely thought there was another way of getting crude oil other than just from multi-phase oil. I mean, not that it really matters all that much. I've got 148 million multi-phase oil there. I've got 163 there. I got 148 there. Another 188 down here. So we've actually got loads and loads of that. There's a little bit of natural gas there, not very much. So it's not really going to be much of a problem. It's not like we're going to be short of oil. We've just got to, like, venture out far enough to go and get the stuff. And again, that's not really going to be much of a problem, is it? Right, anyway. I want to go back and get a few more storage tanks. Not very many now. Actually, probably, well, if I get... Ooh, I don't want to be carrying too many of these around. I need to take 6. And then I want another 9, so it's 50. Alright, well, I'll take 2 stacks. I'll take 2 stacks so that I've got 1 stack ready for putting in this. I mean, we're not going to get any more gas condensates, but we are currently transferring everything that we've got into this storage section over here. This is going to be long-term storage, and we won't, like... Yeah, well, we're not doing anything with it, right? It's fine. We don't mind that. We can live with the fact that we won't be doing anything with it at all. We'll plonk these in here like that, and then they can start filling up. And then this one here will get changed into the raw gas instead of what we've got in there. And then I need another one for the acid gas. I've got to move that. Kind of thinking that acid gas is going to go here, because I don't think that we're actually going to want loads more of them, all things considered. So I will do the acid gas right here next to this one. That's out of line. Look! They're natural gas liquids tanks. They're out of line. They're one out of line. Why did I do that? Right. There's only one thing for it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move everything. I want everything. I want this all to look like really, really neat and tidy now. Like this is going to be here for a very long time. So I bring that one over, and that one's going to go there. Is that in the right place? Yes, that is in the right place. Fortunately, they're on the right height. They just need to be moved over by 1. But I can't do that without moving everything first. So we'll do this. Like that. We'll put down 9 of them like that. And then we'll build a pump. I'll make one of them right in there. And as soon as I've got that pump, where is he? There he is. We will plonk a pump down there like that, and we will put pipe, and put that one in there. So we'll put everything across into this bit, and then I'll get rid of that one and get rid of that one for a minute. So they're both up in the air, and then we'll be able to get this bit. So the acid gas over here, I'm still making some of this. So the acid gas is going to go into these once they've been moved. And this lot is going to end up over on that side. So at the moment, nothing is going to be working on here. It's like it's going to fill up with the natural gas liquids, and then everything's going to grind to a halt just for a second while we clear everything out of those tanks. These tanks down here, they're quickly emptying out. It won't take very much longer, and then we'll have all the gas condensates over in there, and then we can just have this pipeline that'll extend along the front over to here, and then this lot in here will be able to move the raw gas down into here, and everything should work out just fine, which means that that bit of raw gas, let's just change the way that pipe is run. We'll deal with that in a second. Plastic, that's the next thing. Plastic is like quite an important feature. We've got enriched fuel blocks right here. 50 megajoules they are. Pollution is 70%. In here, pollution is 200% from coal. Coke, it doesn't even mention pollution on coke. It does mention pollution here at 80% on burnable fuel, and then enriched fuel blocks there. They're absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to want to make coke next. 1 piece of coal, I think, makes 2 bits of coke. I think that's how it works. I'm going to have a look in here. I'll tell you what. Scrap that. Craft in here. 2 crushed coal makes 2 coke. 1 coal makes 2 crushed coal. So that's 4 megajoules. And it ends up, when you got it as coke, as 2.5 per piece. So it ends up as 5 megajoules. Now, you probably use up that amount of energy, or you probably expend that amount of energy in order to make the stuff, so I'm not sure it's entirely worth it. But then when you start turning it into things like the fuel blocks and the enriched fuel blocks and stuff like that, that's when it really starts to become worth it. That's when you really want to start putting, expending money, spending out money. That's when the energy expenditure is worth the time and the effort. That's what we want to be doing. We want that energy time expenditure to be worth our time in here. Yeah, you're going to take a while. I'm just going to leave you to carry on and do what you're doing. So, if everything's going up there, I've now got... This is all running as well, plus we've got the residuals coming in. I've got that one filling up, I've got that one filling up, and I've got that lot filling up. They're gonna go for a while, and just everything is now just gonna keep ticking over and filling up with loads and loads of excess liquids that we'll be able to use for all sorts of things in the future. In the meantime, coal. I want to take some of this coal and I want to start turning it into better blocks for fuel and stuff like that. So if we've got here, if I go to usage in there, I can make carbon here, 2 bits of coke and some steam, and that gives us more burnable fuel still at 3 megajoules per piece. So that's 1 piece of coal has now been turned into 5 megajoules. And then that can get turned into 9 megajoules if we have it as carbon. So it's sort of, yeah, there's extra processes that you can put through, and then you get a whole load of different fuels available. Coke mixed with methane gas gives solid fuel. coke mixed with naphtha, which is the one that's researching at the moment, gives solid fuel, which is quite a good one. And then, of course, we've got the coke and fuel oil as well, which gives solid fuel. And as we've got like 148 million oil out over that side, I'm quite happy to start using up naphtha and fuel oil to start with to go and make those items. So I'm going to want to turn turn coal into coke. And in order to do that process, I've got this coal field here that we're mining out. That's got 5 million left. This one up here has got 29 million on it. And then I got another one up there, which is 166 million. So it's not like I've got a shortage of coal. It's just where do I go and put the manufacturing facility? And I'm kind of thinking that that manufacturing facility wants to go here. But at the same time, I'm also thinking down here. Because if I can strip out all the coal I've got here, if you have a look, the only coal that we use elsewhere in the factory goes into these. And then I've got a little tiny bit that comes up. Actually, I do have a bit, don't I? That goes up there. And it goes into a few of the furnaces and that. So I've got like a line of coal that comes in here and then it goes off and it gets used. But I can send other fuel along that line. There is nowhere on this line that specifically requires coal for any process I'm doing at the moment. Not off of this line, at least. There is nothing in here that specifically requires coal. Alright, I go all the way along over here. I'm not doing any process that has to have coal. Not a single one. All of these processes where I've got the coal sort of heading out and coming down, like over here, there, I've got a double line of coal coming in this way. It's going in here and it's just being used as fuel on that one. It's being used, it's coming over there, it's being used as fuel on these. So that can actually all be used up, same down here, and be replaced with other types of fuel. That doesn't matter. The only thing that does actually require coal is this right in here to make carbon dioxide. So really, I need to keep a line of coal coming past that bit. Nothing else needs coal at all. I can start manufacturing other fuels. And I can start using this coal to manufacture these other fuels. So I'm thinking, well, this space here, like, possibly we're going to want to expand this out yet further. So potentially we want to do our... I suppose we can still manufacture over there. No, we'll do it in this section in here. I've got a nice little bit of space in here. I think this is going to be about right for us, just for now. I'm going to want more than 12 assembly machines, so I'm just going to go and run off and go and grab a few, because they're being made down over this way. Once we've grabbed a few assembling machines, they're down here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where we were making them. No, here we go. Right. And you in there. Right, so I will take another 100 of them. And then run back over this way. All the way back through. Like this. Okay, so we're going to bring the coal down through. Kind of thinking that all coal that is running this way needs to go along about there, just in front of this bit, and then head down here. I don't want it coming along the top there anymore, and we'll use this 5 million coal here to be turned into coke, and then turned into alternative fuels. Possibly, probably, maybe the best way of doing this. So first up, we will remove that line there. And then we'll go in here and we'll take 33 coal, because I don't actually want them. And then I will go along here. And I'll remove that line completely all the way over to there. And now we can take this one. And that's going to run straight down here. So I can go and get rid of that line over to there. Which means now coal is just going to come down from the top to run through this bit. That's fine. It's not going to make any differences on there. And then we'll be able to start adding in the extra fuels in a minute. So we want to get... Which way am I going to take this? That's going to go down here like this. I'm going to go underneath this. I'm going to bring it over to this side. And I'm going to go to about there. I don't think I need to go any further than that, just for a minute. Run you down like that. So how do we go about making the first step? Crushed coal right in here. Craft. I need to have an ore crusher to go and do that. It doesn't give anything extra other than just crushed coal. So it's a really, really simple process to go and do it, which is good. That's what we want. We've got... This recipe cannot be crafted by hand. I got a load of new recipes in here. It's fine. I don't actually want those recipes at the moment anyway. I would like some ore crushers. I'm going to go for 10 ore crushers like that. And then when we've got those manufactured, we're then going to want to use that and turn it into coke. So we're going to need furnaces to do that. So it's going to be steel furnaces that we'll make. So we're going to... Actually, what's the speed? What's the time on manufacturing these items? That there is half a second craft time. Time to craft in that building is half a second. And then usage that gets turned into coke, and it's a half a second in there. So it's 1 for 1. So I want steel furnaces right here. I want 10 of those. Like that. Just 10 of them. Along with the 10 furnaces, 10 ore crushers. That should allow then a line of coke coming out the other side. The coke is then got to be mixed with other materials. That's where we got to start doing something with the liquid. So we'll either ferry this lot up here somewhere to manufacture, or I'll run a pipeline down and we'll do more manufacturing down here. I'll probably bring the pipeline down. I'm tempted, actually, to try and do more stuff with barrels, because I really like the idea of doing that stuff that I was doing with the barrels, and I kind of like doing... I like the idea of doing that on sort of a little more extensively. I think it could be quite interesting to try and figure out how we can do that. So let's put you here and put 5 of them down like that. Now, it says half a second. It said half a second on the other one as well, so I'm not really sure if I want to put more than 1 inserter on each of these. We'll go with 1 inserter at the moment. And we will assume that 1 inserter is going to be sufficient just for now. It may not be. Maybe that we have to have more than that. Let's put you down there like that. And there's another 5 of them coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enough room to squeeze everything in. So then I can go here with a belt, and I can bring that one down to... Actually, I want to go 1 further on that belt, don't I? I want to bring that to there. And I need to go and get some more inserters, as I've run out of those. So let's go for a little jaunt up this way. I've got some. I think I requested some in my chest that I had out over this side, which is, I know, a little bit of a trip, but shouldn't take too long to get there. This one right here. 100 of those. Thank you very much. Oh, what else have I got? Got plenty of them. Have I got... green? I've got 208 electronic blocks right there, so I'll have all of those. I haven't got any more on the way yet. We're kind of full for everything else. I've got these, I've got those, I've got those. I don't need to take anything else from here. I mean, I've got the electronics blocks, but I've got several on me, so I'm not going to worry about them. I just wanted the inserters. Let's go back over this way. And already I'm kind of like, I'm using up the coal on here at quite a rate. I know that I've got like 2 sets of belts in there, so we're going to be all right for the coal. It's like it's not something that we need to worry about, but it's kind of like highlighting just how much fuel we're using for everything that we're doing right now. It's like we are using far more than you kind of think we are. Let's put you, and we'll put you over there, and there we go. Right, so now we've got a nice little line up through here. I want to go to petrochem refining, crushed coal right in there, and then I want to copy that, and I'm going to run that down through here like this. There, perfect. Now we will take the steel furnaces that I just went and made, if I can find them. There they are. And now for these, I don't want to just pop these in a straight line. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go like this, see? Like that. Now, the thing with the steel furnaces is I've only got to put one going in. And what they'll do is they will load up with crushed coal underneath for fuel. And then they should also load up with crushed coal on there. Once they've got... They're going to have to put a full 200 in by the look of it. Once they've loaded up with that full 200, then they'll also start loading up with actual fuel. It says no... it's using this as fuel at the moment. Once that's full with fuel, then it will start loading it up with the other one. At least I think it will. I thought surely it would stop there with fuel. Right, there we go. And now it's bringing in the other side, and it's starting to load that up. So it's going to keep the crushed coal, it's going to keep that burning flat out continuously. So then from this point, we need to do the next one. I got usage in here, that goes to coke. So I want to change that over to coke, and it's the solid fuel. The enriched fuel block we're not interested in. It's a solid fuel right here. To craft that one, I want coke and methane. Not making methane yet. It's advanced gas processing. We've got a few steps to be able to go before we get methane unlocked. I can have coke and 100 naphtha to make some solid fuel. Or I can have coke and 50 fuel oil right in there. Now, that is still researching up there. So we will get to it. We just haven't unlocked it just yet. Now, I've got naphtha and I've got fuel oil up here that are manufacturing. Then we've got the base mineral oil up there as well, which we're not going to worry about. And this one here is working absolutely flat out. So we're going to go on up. And we need to be working out how to get a double line all the way down. So that I've got some naphtha and I've got some fuel oil coming down this way, in order that I can use them to make some alterations and make some changes to everything that I've got. Where is the best place to go? And I want one line of that and one line of that. But where's the best place to bring them? Thinking possibly out that way, down here, and then along the bottom. Like, if we come along here, I could actually fill some of this in. A little bit of landfill filling in there. I can easily just sort of go round the big field right here without too much trouble. So bring them down. Just bring them down all the way over here. I mean, I could always go and fill that in manually. I've got landfill kicking around. Alright. How shall we do this? We'll come out the top. That's what we'll do. To start with, we will come out the top. I'm going to go up by 3 on that one. And then this one over here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go up by 4. So I'm above the line of the poles right here. And then I can easily go in there. And I can take that one out. And actually puts me all the way back over to there. So I'm going to sort of put one here like this. And the next one, and then that one's going to go there, like that. Which means that that one there will also then be able to come on out. So we're going to go with you first. You're going to ride all the way out to here. Now, where are we going to bring you down? That's the next big question. So I'm going to take you out to that side of the belt, and I'm going to run you down over there. It's going to go out little ways, and you should be able to skip over that bit down there without too much trouble. So we'll just go over to the other opposite side of the belt, and we'll run it out to there, I think. So out to that one, and go there, and you will go out the... Yeah, you'll go out the furthest one, because then you'll go like that. And I can run down here like this. Put that one in there. And ideal, that's going to go right underneath there. absolutely perfectly. And it'll get to this point just here. And this is where I kind of need to step it round. But I don't want to step it round. I want to be able to keep it in a straight line. So I'd like to fill that in there. I want that landfill filled in. There's not a huge amount of landfill that needs to go in there. So I can just go off and find some myself. I'm already running out of coal coming up here. And because I'm running out of coal, the power supply is already starting to run down. Satisfaction production. This is bad news. Right. That's kicking down. We have got a serious problem on our hands right now. With the coal... I didn't expect the coal shortage to, like, kick in that quickly, to be honest. I didn't actually think that we were that tight on coal coming in. It's a really good job that we are actually addressing our fuel situation then. So if we add in another line right there, that should be enough there to just take that back through. Let's just watch that a second. And you can see it's already emptying out. And the problem with that is that everything will start to slow down. Everything up here is going to start to slow down. At the moment, this is max consumption in here. Like, we're going to have slowdown on a lot of this. And that is a very, very serious problem. Production right there. Production is at the moment higher than what we're using. But, yeah, like that coming in there, right there. That's spreading out enough that it will just start to take care of that and ease that back up to full production again. But that's cutting it pretty fine. We very nearly ended up... very, very nearly ended up starving the base of power right then. That got a little bit too close with comfort. I wasn't watching what was going on there. Just one little tiny mistake. That's all it was. One little forgetful bit and suddenly power disappears. Now, we don't have any aliens coming around, so it's not a major issue. The problem lies where you got to kickstart again. It can take a long time. I've done that before, and then it literally took me about 4 hours of gameplay to get power back online. Just slowly, like getting bits of power here and there and like feeding in through. And it took me 4 hours to get it all back online. And that's a very, very long time. You don't want me to spend 8 episodes getting power back online. I can absolutely promise you it is a really, really dull thing to have to do. I got really fed up with that. So I don't want to actually have to do it in here. What I am looking for at the moment is where is... I know I've got landfill being made here somewhere. I just don't know where. What's that? That's slag up there. Where am I making landfill down here? I got a load of stone in here. This is all stone down here. Well, I've got landfill over here, but I thought I had landfill being made somewhere else that was a little bit closer. So that's what I'm wandering off looking for. Go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. Now I'm going to take... You know what? I'm going to take more than that. So a few more of them. Right. That'll do. I'm now completely crammed full with landfill. I'm going to wander back over. We're going to put that in place so that then we can finish running down the naphtha pipes, ready for when the flammables is done. Well, as you can see, I am on a new recording session, and I'm hoping you can see the cursor. I have done some testing. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything, but we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.